What's up, guys? It's Simone Fan 101 here, and I am back. And for anybody who's watching this video, you're probably wondering, where the heck have I been? Okay, so I haven't made videos in about 8 months. One of I believe my last video was my review of the 1995 Royal Rumble, and then after that, I just stopped. Well, here's what happened. I had already, what happened was I watched the '96 Rumble, and by the way, I did watch all the Royal Rumbles and a lot of the wrestling shows up until now. I've been taking a little bit of a break from watching the WWE pay-per-views. I haven't watched Money in the Bank or SummerSlam yet. I know about what happened. I know who won, who lost, and the ramifications and all that stuff. But as far as watching the shows myself, I have not seen them. But here is the rundown of what happened. So I had watched the 96 Rumble and the 97 Rumble. I had already reviewed the 95 Rumble. Well, I used to have an old computer, a big, like, box HP computer. What happened was it broke down. It was an older computer. I don't know if there was a virus on it or if it was just old and eventually broke down, but it broke down and I needed a new computer. Well, financially, I'm not in a great spot to have a new computer. I lucked out with what I'm recording with right now, which is a Chromebook laptop with Acer. Some have HP on it. I have Acer Chromebook laptop. That is my cat. Hang on a second. Cat, shut up. That's one of the cats. She likes attention, so just ignore that. What happened? The computer broke down. Here's the thing, though. Windows Movie Maker, which is what I use to make my YouTube videos, cannot be downloaded on my Chromebook because it is a Windows application, basically. Chromebook, for whatever reason, can't download things that was initially created on and for Windows. It's not like multi-compatible, which, in my opinion, it sucks. You know my honest opinion, it sucks that it's not multi-compatible. But the fact of the matter is, it's not, and I've been doing without my YouTube channel ever since. Well, I lucked out, before I could make enough money or whatever, I lucked out a few days ago. Well, it goes back to a couple weeks. I have this woman who I dog sit and house sit for whenever she goes out on trips, and she had an old computer that was HP, I believe, and was Windows. I could download various video games for ROM files, so I could put up, because I happen to have a Super Nintendo Classic Edition Mini that I hacked and I put ROMs on. And, well, that's one of the things I had to do on Windows, and I couldn't do that on Chromebook, which sucks for me. I'm able to do that, which is what I've done for the last few days. But I'm also able to make YouTube videos again. YouTube videos with Windows Movie Maker. I could have made videos using the video format, but that means I'd have to review every single show. So that means all the Royal Rumbles, all the Elimination Chambers, and the Fast Lanes, and the Backlash shows, and WrestleMania, and all those shows, video format. That would have taken forever to do. So I wanted to wait till I had Windows Movie Maker so I could just go through that stuff like right away. I didn't know how long it would last. Apparently it lasted me almost 8 months, about 7.5 months. Well, that computer, the old one that she said she was going to give me, it broke down. The hard drive just broke down. Well, a new computer that she got wasn't the kind of computer she was looking for. It wasn't nearly as fast. It wasn't as strong. I think the core processor wasn't as strong as she wanted it to be because she wanted a faster one. And she said, well, I have no use for this. She was told she basically has a $100 computer. She wanted something obviously better than that. So, my guess is, since she was already going to give me a computer and the one she was going to give me broke down, and since she already had a spare, she gave me, for free by the way, she gave me her HP laptop. She gave it to me, as of recording this, I'm recording this on a Friday, she gave this to me Monday night. And for the entirety of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I have been working on getting a lot of my ROMs and basically all my video games on my SNES Mini using a flash drive that I bought a couple weeks ago. And now I have over 500 games on my SNES Mini. I wanted to get that out of the way because I want those games on there as soon as possible. In case something should ever happen to the computer, I have those games. They stay on that flash drive. Unless I do something with it, those games, or I lose the flash drive, those games aren't going anywhere. That's why I wanted to get that first. So now I'm recording. So now, after I'm done, I did all of that. I finished downloading all the games onto the flash drive this morning. I kind of updated and added games as I was going along to make sure that the sucker works. It does work. So now I'm recording this video to tell you guys I'm back. I'm back, and I'm doing YouTube videos, and I'm doing my old wrestling videos, and that's coming. Basically, the channel is coming back to life. I'm sorry, but for anybody who's listening, I'm sorry I was gone. It wasn't my fault. At least I don't think it wasn't my fault. I have been keeping up with wrestling. I know about all the wrestling news. I know about CM Punk going to AEW. Punk, Daniel Bryan leaving WWE. Everything that's going on with NXT. And apparently I heard earlier this morning or yesterday, that Vince McMahon is now taking over NXT, which in a lot of ways spells the death of NXT as we know. NXT from 2012 onward has died this year. The brand might continue. NXT as a show might live on, but the NXT that we know and love for so many years is now gone. It sucks. Believe me, it sucks, which goes to show you how friggin' inept Vince McMahon truly is. Even though he has some of the best raw talent in the world, he needs to go. Vince McMahon needs to go. Okay, I'm getting off on a tangent. Fact of the matter is, I know about what's going on. I've been keeping up with the wrestling news. I know what's happening. And I am back to doing reviews. Now, here's the thing. So I stopped reviewing. I forcibly stopped reviewing any wrestling after the 95 Rumble. So I was thinking to myself, now that 7.5 to 8 months has gone by, what do I do? Do I just start from here and then just continue onward, or do I finish my reviews that I've watched a ton of shows up until like July? I watched a ton of shows, and can I just maybe like recap some of those shows, like rewatch some little bits and just remind myself what I saw? Because I already have, like, on my Google Docs page, I have all the ratings of the matches and the overall show itself. So I know what I'm looking at. I recorded all this ahead of time, or I typed it all and jotted down ahead of time, thank Lord. So what I'm going to do, I was thinking about it. If you guys can keep up with me here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review. I don't know when I will actually start doing it, probably in the next couple of days. But I'm going to review all of the shows that I have watched up to this point, including shows that I was going to watch, but I just kind of stopped. I had like a point where I just wanted to stop. There was other things I wanted to do in my life, or my personally, I should say. And now I want to get back into it. Now it's been 7.5 to 8 months. I want to get back into it. Now that I have an actual computer that will actually let me do it, I am happy. So I'm going to get back into doing it. I'm going to review all the Royal Rumble shows. Now, normally for some of you guys that have been watching my videos, I do title rankings for each title category for these shows. I'm not going to be doing that this time because it is too late and it's not relevant. It's not relevant enough to the area in which the show is airing. I would do, at least not for shows like the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, that sort of thing. So I am going to do rankings, probably for the smaller shows, maybe for Money in the Bank, I'll still do the rankings since the next Money in the Bank pay-per-view is going to be next year. But for shows like for example, the Royal Rumble and everything, Basically, for me, it'll be a pick and choose thing. It'll be a pick and choose thing of what I want to do. So if you get a ranking video, you're not going to get one for the big four. For Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the shows are already passed. So at least for the Royal Rumble, and for WrestleMania, maybe I'll do SummerSlam and Survivor Series at some point. But for the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, I'm not doing ranking videos. I might be doing ranking videos. It just depends on how I feel. So I'm gonna be doing probably some of those, but I am gonna be going back and reviewing all of the rest of the Royal Rumble shows that I wasn't unable to review. Elimination Chamber, the two Fastlane shows, which was the 2015 Fastlane and this year's Fastlane pay-per-view. I already watched and reviewed Fastlane's 2016 through 2020. At least I believe. I don't think 2020 ever happened because COVID happened. But if it did, I'm honestly forgetting. If it did, I've already reviewed it. So, I already did those shows. So I'm only doing 2015, 2020, 2021 Fastlane pay-per-views. The Backlash shows, which I've watched them all. Any of the pay-per-views up until Money in the Bank, because I watched the NXT Takeover In Your House show, and I was watching the In Your House shows, and that's where I stopped. So I'm gonna start with the main pay-per-views, then I'm gonna do In Your House, and then eventually review NXT Takeover In Your House. Then I'm going to do the Money in the Bank shows, and after that, SummerSlam, and eventually I will also review NXT TakeOver 36, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, NXT TakeOver 36. And I'll continue on from there. So, I'm back. Channel update. Hopefully, some of you guys will be excited. This video is already 12 minutes. So, I'm going to end it here. And watch out for me in the next few days. See you guys.